Hi nail friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I would love if you would subscribe and stick around. These are brand new colors to Paramount Dips. They are already out, so I will leave these linked down below and you can click and purchase them if you want to. These two colors are actually thermals, and I'm going to be using Son of a Nutcracker for this mani. On my nails, I do have a coat of the OG Dip Powder Peel Base. I'm going to be using the OG dip liquids, and also the OG Dip Powder Clear. This glitter that I'm using actually has chunky pieces in it, but because I'm using the tap ombre method, the bigger pieces don't pick up on my brush. So if you did want to incorporate some of those big chunky glitters into this design, you totally could do that. So after I put a layer of my Pro Base down, I just tap into my glitter with my fluffy brush and just gently tap to release the glitter onto my nail. And then while my Pro Base is still wet, I'm going to move around the glitters and take off the ones that I don't want, that may have fell more so towards my cuticle area. Then I'm going to take my clear dip powder and just sprinkle that over the top. This is going to soak up the rest of that Pro Base that we put down on our nails. And when I use a glitter, I like to push down the clear into my nail. It just kind of gets down into all those crevices that are in between the glitters. So I'm going to do the same exact thing for the rest of my nails, but let's talk about this collection. I am so excited about it. I love Christmas. I love Christmas movies, and I love the Elf movie. I think Will Ferrell played that perfectly, and Buddy the Elf is so fun. So that is what this collection is called. It's actually the Elf collection, and it is based off of that movie. So I have actually done a couple other manis using these colors, and they're over on my Instagram. So if you want to see those, you can check that out. So I'm just gonna let you watch me finish this, and I just wanted to put, I think I have one of these up on my channel, but I thought I would just kind of do an updated one, because when I saw this glitter, I knew that it would work great as like a free edge, like glitter ombre. I don't know what this technique is called. So but yeah, so I will be back in just a couple and let you know what I'm doing next and why I choose to do my ombre on the free edge the way that I do. As always, if I use clear, I always use a stiff brush. This is going to make your nail not cloudy. It's going to give you a smooth look, no cloudy, bumpy looking look to it from the clear dip powder, so just always use a stiff brush. So when I do glitter ombres like this, I personally like to do a coat of clear over top of my entire nail in between applications of the glitter. So I am going to go in with another coat of that glitter to make that more concentrated. I just find that putting a layer of clear and pushing that down into that excess glitter is going to, it gives me a smoother surface to work with, and the glitter doesn't get as like clumpy and thick. When you do this method, at least I find your nails do get kind of, you know, more bulky than if you were doing a traditional mani. But I just find that doing a coat of clear in between the glitter dips just lets everything kind of lay down. So I did cut the rest of my nails out just because it was repetitive. So again, I'm going in with a stiff brush and getting rid of all that excess clear. And then I'm going to go back in and do the same method that I did earlier and just put another layer of that glitter, and using the like ombre tap method just to make that glitter more concentrated at my free edge. And yeah, so I'm doing the same exact thing that I did earlier. Just to show that I'm not wasting that glitter that I put into my other cap that has the glitter specks in it, I do have a separate container that I use for just my glitter clear. So this is what I'm going to dip my finger into here in just a couple of seconds when I do my clear top coat to encapsulate my nails. So that's the one I'm going to use, so that way if any glitter happened to fall off of my nail or be trapped maybe underneath of my nail or whatever, it's not falling into my other jar of clear, so I can still use that for my solid color. So just to show you so nobody come at me for like wasting clear or anything, I did dump it into my glitter clear, and that is what I'm using here to encapsulate. After encapsulating, I brush off with a stiff brush, and then I'm going to activate all of my nails really well, and then we're going to start the filing process, which I did leave my pinky nail in so that you can see how I file and buff nails that get kind of thick and wonky when you're dipping. So I show you on my pinky, and you're gonna notice that towards the end of my filing at my cuticle area, it looks like, how do I want to explain it, like maybe my dip had like torn or something. I'm not sure, you're gonna be able to see, but what happened is I did not wait for my activator to dry. I get very impatient and I need to stop doing that. But when I was filing, because my activator wasn't fully dry, it actually took off like sections of my dip that I had laid down of the clear. So to fix that, all that I ended up doing was just buffing it more at the very end. So yeah, you can fix it, just be patient and wait for your activator to fully dry. So I went through, I first shaped my nails, so my free edge and my side walls, and now here I am going in and actually shaping my nail. I try to go slow, but I'm actually not that slow when I file, but I try to slow myself down. So I'm focusing mainly on my cuticle area and trying to keep my filing in a rounded motion. So I'm filing at my cuticle and then kind of coming around to my side walls in a downward motion on each side, just to keep that like C curve of my nail, which I don't have a very good C curve for my natural nails, but it just helps not let my nail look super, you know, paper flat. Like it has some kind of like roundness to it. So that is what I am doing. I don't know if I'm showing it that well. It actually is not that easy to file on camera because I'm used to having my nails closer to me when I'm filing, so I can kind of see what I'm doing. But you're gonna see right here at the cuticle area what I mean. And right here, this last like little buff over that I did is what tore off that piece by my cuticle that I was referring to earlier. So all I did, and I didn't show this on camera, I just went ahead and took my pink buff, right there you can see it at my cuticle area. I just took my pink buffing block and buffed over that area more, just to get rid of that, you know, the lifting that I got from my activator not being fully set. So yeah, I'm going to finish filing my nails and let you guys see that, and then we will move on to the finishing touches. In this bottle, I have rubbing alcohol. I'm just going to wipe off all of the nail filings off of my nail, and for my top coat, I'm using my OG Dip Powder activator and top coat. So I have an entire video dedicated to how to use these at liquids. I will leave it linked up in the cards, but you essentially just go in, do your do your activator, and then you immediately go in 2 to 3 quick strokes and do your top coat for your first layer. Let your nails set for just a couple of seconds, or you can immediately go in with your top coat. It's up, your second layer of top coat, it's up to you. I usually will wait just a couple of seconds and then go in with your second layer, and that is going to be all. Yeah, so I hope you guys like this. I know Halloween just ended, but these dip powders are just too good, and Christmas is going to be up on us before we know it. So make sure you get your order in. And Paramount has very fast shipping, so you don't need to worry about not getting your stuff, you know, in time to use. So if you have any questions, just let me know. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye.